winner. Hey, Ken?
Yes.
Since you're all nice and mic'd up, I'm going to draw the winner for that while you explain what on earth is going on here.
Okay. So, where to start? There he is. Here's our security chief, and also one of the greatest supporters of Desert Bus, one of the greatest guys I know. Enormously appreciative of all your support and help, and all the good things you do for so many good reasons.
Steve!
I hate to disappoint, of course, and people bid on things, and somebody's going to get some of the things that I donate, and somebody doesn't get things I donate. So. As a freelance illustrator, of course, this is what I do for a living. And this is shameless self-promotion, I realize, but I actually do accept commissions, and I'm very happy to do so. And after last year's Desert Bus, Steve approached me about doing a portrait. This is something I've gotten into recently. And if you just hold that, I'm going to show you what I mean. Portraiture is not just catching a likeness. Portraiture, as far as I'm concerned, is bringing to bear something about the person, their character. It tells us something. It tells a story. And to me, storytelling is what it's all about. So when I started doing portraits, I can give you a few examples here. This is a portrait that I did of Alex many years ago.
Wait, what?
When,
that one.
When he was quite young. So.
It's okay. There we go.
And then last year, a good friend named Al Cocola, hi Al, if you're out there, both his daughters got married. And he decided to give them something a little different as a wedding present. And so he commissioned me to do portraits of each of his daughters as a wedding present, something that would be a legacy. And so I worked with both of them. And one of his daughters, Danny, she and her husband are both volunteer firefighters. And I think volunteer firefighters are some of the most wonderful people in the world because, firefighters are wonderful people, but they get paid to run into burning buildings. Volunteer firefighters do it for the community. Kind of like what you guys do, just doing it out of the goodness of your hearts. So this is the portrait I did of Danny and her husband and their dog. So again, I wanted to bring some storytelling into the mix. His other daughter, Michelle, decided that she wanted to be Indiana Jones. And so there she is. This is her cat, who I decided to make the idol. And you notice that they're in the temple of the Kitez. And I thought, well, we better put her husband in there somewhere so he can have the whip while she's busy, grabbing this. And then Bill and Tracy Rice from Curious Comics, old dear friends, commissioned me to do a portrait of them as the characters from both their and my absolute favorite science fiction film of all time, which is Forbidden Planet. So that was a portrait I did of them. So,
well, it looks exactly like them.
So thank you. So I talked this over with Steve, and I said, is there like a TV show or something you really like? And he said, well, actually, as a matter of fact, there is. He said it just like that. As a matter of fact, there is, yes.
It's back, but the audio is out of sync again.
Let's.
We don't need audio sync to show this off, so we'll do that. We'll fix the audio sync before the next.
So I can keep talking?
Right? We're back. We're back enough that Ken can keep going.
Back
Great.
sync
Go
terrible.
Ahead. All right. Well, we will fix the audio sync after we see what Ken has.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. So we went through a number of rounds of sketches.
I haven't seen this.
So, by the way, you'll notice I even color themed the cover sheet for the. That's it. So we came up. Now, for those who know me, I've worked for many years with Harlan Ellison. Harlan Ellison is the writer who wrote probably what is considered the best episode of Star Trek: The Original Series, which is Sitting on the Edge of Forever.
Yes.
I mentioned this to Steve, who immediately picked up on that and said, cool, but I really want to feature not just myself, but my wonderful sibling Ash, which I thought was a wonderful, wonderful tribute and a sweet thing to do. So that was my challenge, to come up with an image that said something about Steve, and something about Ash, and something about Sitting on the Edge of Forever, and something about Star Trek, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you guys should be around here to see this when I actually unveil it. So,
There you go.
so are we ready? Should we have a drum roll or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow! Oh my God, it's Buster!
Of course.
Holy boss.
That's pretty
So
awesome.
there we go. Now you can't see it. I don't know if you can see it, but certain areas, for example, their insignia.
Can you show this camera here?
Okay, their insignia, the actual time. What was it called?
If you hold it up. There we go.
The Guardian Forever. Oh, there we go. Good. Yes, you can notice that it's actually underpainted with pearlescent paint.
Oh, that's cool.
So it actually sort of shines.
Stone cold nut.
Yeah.
That
So
is
there we go.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I wanted to put something really special in that you can only
And
see
you're very kind with
when
my
you've
waist
got the.
I appreciate that on a deep level.
Buster's a badass
Well, that
looking.
was-
He's got like a-
That was extra, but it's, see, that's how much he loves you.
That's awesome.
Anyway, there we go. So it's not just this. So I'll give you that. But I also. But what I also did, just so that you can see the process. So I also you get all of the working drawings. So there's the original sketch, the one that was chosen, and so these are some of the other sketches. So here's a vertical version that we did, and here. Oh no, I shouldn't show you those. Yeah, that's right. No, I won't show you those. Okay, that's forget about that. Forget about that. Those are the ones where he's got a shirt off. I didn't know.
Actually, I need to
I always thought that when Kirk took his shirt off, and of course he was like,
Sorry.
"Oh, how long do I have to hold my gun for?"
You take your time.
I thought that's what you said.
Okay, so just so you can see the process.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will do the working drawing and then transfer it. Sometimes I will do a working drawing or just sketches and then blow them up and then actually work right on the original. That's what I did with this one. But what I did was I documented all the way through. So you get a print of what it looks like in the pencil and ink stage. So you get that. And then
I like
because,
that a lot.
well, then you can have that. You can also have this, which is a print of the. Well, I don't know. I mean, who gets the original and who gets the?
I get the one that I can spill things on.
There we go. Okay. So there we go. So again, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Ken. You're
And
the best.
oh, thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
And thank you for including me in that.
Thank you.
The primary colors there.
Wow.
And this
That's
actually,
right, yeah.
this is useful for us also, not just because it looks amazing, but because your final live auction tonight is a full color portrait painting.
So, for example, something like you just saw.
And for example, like if we may as well do this now as well. No, we'll wait till the end because I have a portrait that was commissioned before. I won't say how far back. I have another original. Are you going to take off? Because I was going to say I can show you the.
I would love to see it.
Well, let's do that now then. Sure, let's do that. This is for our friends Keith and Samantha, who I hope are in the chat. Hi from Toronto. This is the portrait that I worked with them on. This has got a wonderful story behind it. This is about, well, I'll just show it to you, then I can explain what the story is. So this is one on Desert Bus, a previous Desert Bus. It took a lot longer than it should have, and for that I apologize, but like I say, I hope you like what I did. So this is a portrait of two wonderful supporters of Desert Bus.
Can you hold that a little higher? On this. What? Wow. What?
So what this is they wanted to be shown on a mining colony on Titan, one of the moons of Saturn. And so, I
Man.
hope you'll have to tilt that a bit. And they're also big.
Does that guy in the back have a hockey stick?
They're Leafs fans, so they wanted to see a hockey game between the Habs and the Leafs being played. And in the background, you can see everything was designed to look like Toronto. So you got the big microwave tower, and actually, even if you can just drop it down a bit, you can see the city hall in Toronto, and there is the center part, which I always thought was a spaceship. It's actually taking off and heading back to Earth. And then I asked about Samantha. I said, "What do you like?" She said, "Well, I really like Gollum, and I like Lord of the Rings, so I put a Gollum bobblehead on the dashboard of their vehicle there." This is a tricky painting because I had to make it look like it was really freezing cold, and yet there's this gas. Oh, by the way, this is called Lake Ontario's. There's actually a lake on Titan called Lake Ontario. It's a black ice lake. It's incredibly cold. So that one also, as part of the lot, there's also comes with these two prints. One is the original pencil drawing, not the original pencil drawing, but the pencil drawing, which is actually part of that illustration. And then here's the underpainting. So this is first underpainted in purple and sepia, and then on top of that, the colors were laid in. So that comes a lot. So the very last auction tonight will be a portrait, if you like. It's a full color illustration, and if you like, it can be a portrait. And I do have something